Rich Vernadeau live, and welcome to my live stream today. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. As you know, down at the border in Texas, there's a huge immigrant crisis. There's a border crisis going on. There's federal troops down there. Governor Abbott sent down some National Guard. There's already thousands of people that are pouring across the border. It's going to get worse when Title 42 ends. Look all this up. There's news stories all over YouTube and all over the internet that you can watch regarding all of this. In the meantime, the inflation situation nationwide is not getting any better anytime soon. Go in the grocery store anywhere, any town. Doesn't matter whether you're in Florida going into Publix or whether you're in Texas going into Kroger's or whether you're going into an HEB store, any state, this is rampant all over. Inflation, prices of goods considerably higher than they were even a couple of months ago. That's not changing. In fact, that's just going to continue to get worse. There is a banking crisis. The mainstream media is not being completely forthcoming on that. Some more banks were rescued the other day. The feds have to come in and prop up and rescue failing banks. And if you investigate this and, go into Google or Bing or Yahoo News, whatever your search engine of choice may be, and just Google banking crisis United States, recent banking crisis, recent bank issues, whatever, you'll pull it up. The Fed Now still looms. I hear different things. July, August, September, the rollout of Fed Now, that is a precursor for CBDC. There's all kinds of reasons why you as an individual do not want a central bank being able to monitor and control, limit your buying power or your funds, or maybe they can decide when and where and how much you can buy of certain items. Oh, maybe you go to the grocery store and you bought enough potatoes this week. We're not going to let you buy any more potatoes. And all this would be done centrally, electronically, digitally, instantly. Your funds will just be cut off for that particular item. Or maybe they're cut off. Maybe your food allowance this week gets cut off. There are endless permutations that they can use to try to control your transactions. It's not a good thing in any way. And just follow the money trail. Just look at who benefits from a CBD system. Look at who benefits from consolidating the banks, getting rid of the regionals. What if we do end up with 6 or 8 super banks, such as Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America? What if we just end up with several big players, and then this CBDC digital currency comes in? There's all sorts of ramifications. Meantime, on the world stage, there's the Ukraine war going on. That's a huge humanitarian crisis as well. The people in the Ukraine suffering. I'm sure Russian people are suffering as well. It's a big problem. Here in the United States, once again, I've been hearing there's a move to try to, particularly in certain states. And Squirrel Tribe did a video about this the other day. Natural gas. They don't want you using gas stoves in your house in certain places. Well, what about all the hundreds of thousands of people who have gas stoves in their homes? What about the people who have gas heaters? They want to do away with that in certain places and make everything all electric. And guess what? If you've got a smart meter and they decide they want to cut the power on you, you've been using this appliance too much this month, or you're using too much energy, we're going to ration or limit your energy. Maybe they'll just cut your lights off at 8 o'clock every night and not turn them back on until 8 o'clock the next morning. They can do that, if they want to. If we get into a situation where they're trying to control and ration energy, just remember back in the 70s when gasoline was, there's some of you out there that can remember this, when gasoline was limited. I remember one of the ways they did it is if your license plate was odd numbered, you could only buy gas on certain days, like Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. If your license plate was even numbered, you could buy the gas on a Tuesday, a Thursday, or Saturday. There were all sorts of different games that they played all over the United States to control gasoline consumption for your vehicles. there's just so many different ways that those who are in power can exert their control and influence into your life, into your financial life, into your social behavior. That's the danger of a social credit scoring system like they have in China. And boy, would they like to do that over here. And in fact, to some degree, your credit rating already does that. For example, a good friend of mine who is now in real estate, but he worked for a major jewelry company, a nationwide jewelry company that has stores in the malls and stores all over the United States in shopping centers. It's one of the major jewelry companies. In order to even get hired on there as an assistant manager, your credit score, your FICO, had to be a certain level. And their logic was that if a person's credit score is below a certain number, that person is more likely to steal or embezzle from the company. That was the logic that they used to determine whether or not to hire somebody based on their FICO score, based on their credit rating. Already your credit rating is being used to determine whether you get a particular job or not just in the jewelry industry. There's other ways. It's used to keep you in or out of an apartment. You go to try to rent an apartment, and if your credit score is in a certain number, that leasing agency may not allow you to rent that apartment. So, why do we need a social credit score when what we've got already is bad enough? But don't be surprised if they try to push a social credit scoring system here in the United States. And the big corporations would love that. That's just another way to control, manipulate people. The carrot and the stick. Reward somebody for behavior that we want. Reward somebody for speech that we want. Penalize them or fine them for behavior or speech that we don't want. That way we can control the masses. That way we, the ruling billionaire banking class, can control the behavior of the masses. And this is my comment for today. This is Rich Vernadeau on the Rich Vernadeau channel. Please subscribe to me on Rumble. Please give me a like, and please share my videos out to others. I need more subscribers on Rumble. Come see me there. Thank you very much.